Salute, this is Jeff.
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
What's going on?
I'm okay. I saw you not long ago, so granted,
It's true.
That was Christmas. It's been a while.
Yes, that's true. It was, well, I mean, it was also New Year's.
Christmas, yeah, that one. The other holiday.
Yeah, that one it's recent enough. Yes,
Yeah.
I understand.
We went to a classy party.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Did you mean to shoot that?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not mean to shoot that.
Okay.
That's okay. We're playing Axiom Verge.
Yes, we are.
I
What?
messed up.
You should-
Look, this didn't go like planned. It's fine.
You know,
I'll tell you what happened is that I'm playing like I have the power-ups that I'll get at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Because I did the practice run for this.
Okay.
I was not pushing the right button combos for what I have currently. So,
Well, fair enough.
oh well.
There's something that did occur to me. You know how we talked about wishing you had buttons to do like the dash and stuff like that?
Yes.
Since I'm playing on PC, it might just be possible for me to make some sort of macro for that.
I suppose you can probably just macro it up.
But I've already beaten the game, so whatever.
Yeah, might as well. We're going to finish the rest of Eden.
Okay.
We're not going to get all the items though. We're going to finish the boss area and then we're going to go out the right and we'll get the other stuff later. But we get a whole bunch of neat stuff.
Yes.
Like this little note
This
here.
little note
that little
thing.
hidden in there.
Which one is this one? This one is Orca. Yep.
Uruku. This gives us a little bit more context of the disembodied head that's running through Indy. So this is most likely what it's talking about. And that's probably from was the dreamer Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Right?
Yeah, that's the dreamer.
Okay, yes. So that's probably most likely based on the context.
Yeah.
Ophelia talking about Uruku, whose head is just down there with, a bunch of room to move, as mentioned.
Yeah.
I remembered that I have a grapple thing.
You did. Good for you. There's a thing. You missed a thing. You could. Oh well.
I will get it on the way out.
Okay.
I don't miss things. I just don't get them until I feel like it's appropriate.
What?
Try and like
that
space it out.
because of the resolution on this video. Whenever you use the power bomb, my screen just goes. Oh well.
Yeah, those little things are the worst.
Yep.
They drain your life. They don't go away if you try and escape with a drone launch. And they split up into multiple copies.
Oh, I didn't know they didn't go away when you launched your drone. Okay, that's...
Yeah, I thought, I'll just drone launch and be on my way, but they continue to be attached to you.
Okay. All right, so I'm assuming there's a boss.
There is, in fact, a boss. It's actually the boss that the episode title comes from. So we've got Ukhu.
Oh, so we finally know the name of a boss.
Yeah, I know.
Weird.
One of, let's see, hold on. Not to be confused with Uruku? Uruku, which is a different boss, which we've already fought. It was the big one that was 4 screens large.
Oh, okay.
Yes, got them. Very similar names, is what I'm trying to say. Very distinctive, though.
Yeah. This doesn't even look partially human, and therefore I can't reason with it.
It's also the worst fight in the game.
Yeah, I died a few times.
It's just kind of, I don't know, damage race it or whatever. It's annoying. This is what happened.
Did you mean to shoot that?
Yeah, because I was trying to get rid of the little bees that he was shooting out, or hornets, or what have you.
Wasps.
Wasp hornet bees.
Even though for some odd reason he had a lateral proboscis, whatever. He had a beak.
Doesn't matter. There's also a little bit of Trace in there, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Somehow Trace cloned himself and made that. Yeah, it has a beak. That's weird now that I think about it.
I mean, it also has, a whole bunch of little eyes, little beady eyes.
And 6 wings. So yeah, it's just weird.
So the normal strategy here, which is not very elegant, is basically to just kind of shoot at an angle with the first gun you get in the game.
Yeah.
And then just tank the damage.
So I ended up using the green one. I think it's the Varange.
Okay.
That just shoots all the bits out, and that way I didn't even have to aim kind of okay.
Trying to use this thing. It's not good.
Why are you using that thing?
I want it to be good.
It's not. It's not good. Man, this song is good. This is when I remember there are 2 boss themes, but continue.
Yes. So there's... Oh, there we go. We did it.
Yay.
We damage raced and we won. This is actually the boss that has the one of the missable enemies in the game, that if you don't scan them, you won't be able to get the scan sort of achievement.
Oh, right. You mean the disrupting thing.
Yeah, if you don't glitch out the little guys that come out of it, they count as a completely separate enemy, and you can't come back. So, yes, very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably why I couldn't get it on my first playthrough, because I just, fought the boss normally by just shooting it in the face, and I was not thinking about I need to scan like everything.
All right, so what are we doing?
We're doing the quick kill.
Okay.
We're gonna stand here. All right.
All right.
We're gonna stand here, shoot over him. We're gonna stand about 4 from the end.
Okay.
Then stand at the end. Hold down R1. Switch to the Kilver.
Okay.
And blast it.
What the? What? Kilver's the best, but what?
So that's the enemies that it shoots out. When you glitch them, they turn into bombs, and when you shoot one of them, all of them explode, much like a glitched enemy from earlier on.
Oh, right. The green thing.
Another reason I thought it was not a separate thing, honestly, but I digress. And then doing just that particular, stand here, and then, address disrupt them, and then wait for the next time it opens its mouth. It'll be so that 3 of them are near the mouth, and then it explodes and dies. Hey, we got a drone teleport!
Yeah!
Yay! Look at that little guy go.
It makes the drone even more useful.
We're gonna immediately do the cheaty thing
and infinitely jump.
Yeah. Much like a good Metroid game, there's a way to do like an infinite bomb jump.
Yeah.
kind of thing. So when you use the address disruptor on R1, it'll reset the drone cooldown, so you can shoot another one immediately if you tap R1 in between in the air.
Yeah. So
the easiest way to think about that is, in order to get an infinite drone teleport, it's triangle, triangle, R1, triangle. It's those 4 really quick.
Okay.
So just like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triangle, triangle, R1, triangle. Because that will shoot, you'll teleport, you'll do an address disruptor, and you'll shoot again. So you'll be flying in the air, and then you do the combo again to, complete the pattern over and over again. That's if you just want to do infinite jumping. Right now I'm getting all the map scores because I'm not going to be around here again.
Okay. I was about to say, you're like avoiding an item. I think.
I'll get the thing. I just need to get the... Yes, there's a few little map squares there off to the side.
Yeah. Going from the top.
There we go.
Yep.
Find the part to drill. And then warping in here is the reason that we actually needed the drone teleport.
Yay, we got another piece of paper.
Some more interesting backstory.
On the Khalil 2.
Khalil 2 is the Sudran word for the Rusaka.
Hmm.
It says battled in the sea above and Hypers running in the storm. I'm guessing sea above is like, well...
That's the breach above, I thought?
The breach, or what you might call like the Star Ocean, right?
Oh, right. It's a good game. Maybe.
I know the third one is really bad towards the end.
The second one's great.
Okay. So the Rusalka have been here for a very long time. This strongly implies they're not indigenous, and it references the old machines, which is probably to be taken that the ancient Sudran civilization had cool stuff, and then eventually there was some sort of apocalypse or technological apocalypse, and people forgot stuff and they don't know how to make cool stuff anymore.
Right.
But there's definitely a distinction here made between the Khalil 2 and the old machines. So I don't know what the old machines are. Okay.
You made it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I would really like you to stop using power bombs at some point.
No, I'm gonna use them all the time. Get back up top. There we go.
All right, now you're gonna do the thing.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm over here.
Yep. And you got your health upgrade, right?
Yep, little fragment.
Power node, nope.
Oh, well, I got the whole set, so now Gilbert does more damage.
Yep.
Yay!
The best weapon is now better. Bester. It's bester. More best.
I'll eventually remember. Yes, this is me remembering that I forgot the item up and left. Do you remember what I forgot?
It's been several months. No.
It's been several minutes since I went into the room.
It's been several months since I've played this game.
Yeah, but it was earlier in the video. Yeah, this over here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I walked in just to look at it, but then didn't go there on the way out because I was like, oh, I already went there.
And you just got a health note.
Hoorah!
You can take more hits when you get attacked by those little blue things.
Mm-hmm.
Or other things in this game that might deal damage.
So this episode's only half over because I need to get to the next area. There's a little bit of I forget the name of the area. The one with the chanting in the background. I forget the name of it, but
Eru or something like that?
Something.
Erbu, Ebru.
No, not Erebu. That's the first area in the game.
Okay, nope. All right.
No,
it's the one with the lasers, yeah.
The one where we got the grappling hook at all.
Oh, that place.
Surface with the spores.
Top right of the map.
Yes. It is very big.
Yeah. Stop using the power.
No. We have more things to get. Things that I need to use the power bombs to get.
Fine. Why are you fighting with the drone?
It's basically like extra health.
That's true, yeah.
New weapon.
Right. Yeah, you got the my second favorite weapon.
Shards.
I actually used this very briefly to fight the wasp.
It is pretty good for the wasp. I actually had forgotten that it was down there.
Mm-hmm.
I eventually figured it out because that was the difference between the practice file and the regular one. I was like, oh no, I'm missing an item.
Yeah. It is free health now since you can just whoop.
We're gonna briefly go back down here and get a save point so we can save work back here. So we're going to pick up another weapon that is absolute garbage, that's out of the way on top of Eden, so we don't have to come back for it.
Oh, is this the one with the fun way to get it?
Yeah, the little crazy worms.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
It's just for completion only. It's really bad. Like, the other ones are jokey bad, like the one that, like, I forget what it's called.
The turbine and...
The turbine, yeah, the turbine pulse.
Turbine, not the turbine.
Yeah, so like the turbine pulse or whatever is not effective, but it's at least kind of weird and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just work on the side here. But this other one is completely useless and outclassed by other weapons. Like
literally everything?
Yeah, well, it's completely outclassed by the Kilver, which it seems like it's close to in function.
Well, everything's outclassed by the Kilver, except for one weapon that I still like the Kilver more than.
Okay, sure. I think you meant the opposite of that, but yes, I get your meaning.
I like the Kilver most. Even if it's not the best.
Yes, that is the meaning that you...
That's what I said.
That's not what the words you
I said I like the Kilver more than. There's another weapon that I like.
There's an inversion.
No, I said like the Kilver more. The record will show that I am right.
I will replay that
later because we don't want to have to resync this.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Distortion field.
It's crap.
Yeah, it has less range than your fist and less damage. So, a curiosity only. You can just go around and pretend that you're just constantly playing fat beats out of the MP3 player on the Axiom Disruptor.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
I'm going to attempt to use it for the sake of completion and also to demonstrate my point about its uselessness.
It being just junk.
I mean, it should be fairly obvious why it's junk because we have the Kilver.
That's true of a lot of the weapons we've picked up, though.
Yeah.
There's a Scorpion. I guess that does make things at least more fun to traverse, if not faster.
More buttons to press and get completed by. Okay.
Man, the range on that is so short.
Yep. Let me just sit here and get hit.
That's great for a weapon that, you know, is a gun. I'm just going to have no range, and it's not even going to have, you know, the benefit of being a lightning shotgun. Oh, man.
So the only thing we need here is those map squares, so I'm just going to do the infinite jump to get these last ones here.
I just realized this is how much range that thing has with range upgrades.
Sure.
Oh, crap.
It's super bad.
That's pretty bad.
We'll do more ice.
Yay.
They get stuck in them. It's great.
Yeah. The ice machine gun is right up there with lightning shotgun. It's like, good on ya.
There might be some button mispressing in this area.
For shame. This is not the level of professional play that I expect from you.
It's not the speedrun you were hoping for.
I have been watching a lot of them.
That's true.
But it's that time of year, so of course I have.
Every 6 months.
Yep.
When you get literally a full week of entertainment to last you for a very long time.
Unless you're like me and you just watch a lot of them live. If it's when we're done recording, I am probably just going to watch
right
more.
Back to that. Yes, I'm gonna go have some leftover pizza and then load up some of the pods. So.
Yep. I'm being productive in between runs while they're setting up.
Sure.
I'm preparing for our next thing.
This is the wrong button. I did not want to warp to my drone. I wanted my drone to fall down and get the map squares and then return my mind machines to me.
I'm clapping for you.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh.
Also, since the mind machines go into the drone, interesting implications there. You know, it's basically his consciousness or whatever it is that he is inside the drone.
Oh yeah, that's weird to think about.
Yeah, because it disappears, floats back to your body, the same way it does when you die and you need to be recloned.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird to think about, especially since I played Soma.
Yeah, I was just saying, since we went through the entirety of Soma, which is recommended.
It's a really good game. I hate horror games, and it was great.
You'll perhaps see why I draw parallels between at least thematic parallels between Axiom Verge and Soma.
Yes, I do. Oh, hey, piece of paper.
What does it say?
I don't remember. Public notice. All right.
Sudra's Kingdom No More.
Yeah.
Everything is gone super bad. People are dead. we're going to the prisons below Council Rock, which I guess is the name of the area where
all those bodies were.
Yeah.
Because apparently the Khalil-2 are awakening the old machines, but what does that even do?
What does that even mean?
Who are the old machines? I'm confused, because I thought the Khalil-2 were the old machines.
Yeah, but it seems that they're not. That they really are referenced as separate things.
Maybe the old machines are like the rebirth chambers? Because they're referenced at one point in one of the other notes.
That's a possibility, too. So some of the old machines might be the rebirth chambers. So,
which says something about Trace.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
and Athetos.
Yeah. But yeah, Athetos at some point must have used it. Oh, hey, it's another
weapon.
This one's at least not as bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It's at least fun to look at as it bounces around.
It has range.
That's true.
How did none of those hit you?
They did, but they're friendly.
Oh. Right, because you launched it. Sorry, you hadn't moved 2 rooms. My bad.
Plus the blue lasers. That one hit me.
Yep. No, I forgot that you hadn't moved 2 rooms, so it was still good. My bad. I totally didn't just miss you using the power bomb. That's not what happened.
You just have your eyes closed so you don't have to see the compression artifacts. Tell me when it's over.
I mean, that's what I did with PT.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing this best friend of mine did to me.
That's true. It was a Christmas present for me. So, viewers at home, I'm sure you can infer from our banter, but more explicitly stated, you don't do horror games.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't.
They just, it just doesn't work. Not a thing you enjoy.
I enjoyed Silent Hill 2 after the fact. I enjoyed Silent Hill 3 after the fact. In theory, I enjoyed PT after the fact. Soma was literally just good.
Yeah, Soma was good.
Also, I didn't have to play it. A lot of it.
Well, you didn't have to. You played some of it.
I played the bits you really wanted me to play, and I'm happy that you had me play them.
I'll get that eventually. Hold on. I really wanted to use the combo attack, but oh well.
All right.
Let's go back to the thing.
So yeah, I don't do horror, but I got curious about PT because it's supposed to be the most terrifying thing ever, and I was like, well, I get scared by literally anything, so I kind of want to play it because a friend of mine down in Houston still has it on his PS3, and I was like, well,
during the Christmas break, that also included me because I have it on my PS4 as well.
So what?
Enhanced Road Launcher.
Yay! It goes farther, a lot farther. So one of the things that when I decided, all right, I'm gonna play this, but if I played it without Jeff, he would be really mad at me. So I'll wait until I see him next, which ended up being Christmas. So one of my Christmas presents to Jeff was him watching me absolutely lose it while playing PT.
Whatever it is that you had was gone and was completely lost.
It
was too funny.
I'm going to say, while I had problems and issues, and I literally threw the controller at Jeff in uncontrolled spasming,
that did happen.
And somehow kept the mic that was attached to it. It was the first time in all the years I have known Jeff, he has...
Now this is the way that I sort of pitched it to you. I was like, this game bothers me.
Yeah. And that says something. It was the first time in all the years I've known Jeff that he swore at a game not in frustration. Just
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
To be fair.
All right,
just don't do it for the YouTube channel.
No.
A brief aside.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting page. So the mind is eternal, existing equally across all universes. This is talking about the persistence / continuity of consciousness when multiple conscious agents that sort of represent the same soul or whatever you want to call it are extinguished or die. And in this case, it seems to be Trace Athetos wondering if he's going to, the next time he goes into a chamber, if he's going to wake up as Uruku. So Uruku was that huge thing that was 4 screens big.
Right. All right.
So there you go. Some more
Soma
body horror.
Yeah. So
Cronenberg style, yeah.
So at one point when we were playing PT, I'm not looking directly at the screen because I've already lost it at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just hear Jeff just go or no, sorry.
It was definitely...
Is that what it was?
No, it was definitely not that.
No, it was
Yes, it was, yes.
Sorry, I listened to a podcast about the history of swearing, so I've got to really rein it in. Sorry, you're going to have to bleep so many words.
Yeah, there'll be some bleeps out. That's okay. I assume Lexicon Valley.
Yep. It's a really great podcast, y'all.
Lexicon Valley's so good. Listen. Go listen to that.
All right, another note.
The old machine are yours. It says from the High Priestess. No idea who that's to. What does that mean?
I'm assuming it's the king or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe. What if it was talking to Athos Trace?
Maybe.
What if it was a note to the the Rusalka? Also, it said that the Rusalka were fighting in the sea above.
Mm-hmm.
What were they fighting? Assumedly something else.
I thought it was just they were fighting themselves.
Fighting each other, because there clearly seems to be the case that they have different cultures.
Well, considering you jumped in one of their heads.
Yes.
There's been some bad blood.
So it also seems that they're not, I think we've covered this before, they're not the same species.
Yeah.
I mean, in such a way that, like, AIs are species, right?
Right.
But, yeah, they might not be interested in cohabitation. So yes, it's very entertaining. Yeah, PT is super disturbing. I recommend it. 2 thumbs up. I would recommend.
I have enjoyed when you've told people the story of me playing it, how you felt just a little bad.
I felt a little bad when you, after the jump scare, because it's really only the one.
Well, there are 2, but yeah.
Yeah,
there's
but it's really
the door
just,
and then that one.
Yeah, so the jump scare that I knew was coming, and apparently even Buddy did not know was coming then, but I knew it was coming,
and his wife very much had no idea what was coming.
Just like the scream from you and also them, it's in stereo, followed by the launching of the controller into the air that landed on me, but yet somehow maintaining control of the microphone, which was plugged into it, so it was unplugged. I don't know what trick of physics you employed to have that happen. And then, like, in the fetal position on the couch, covering your eyes, being just like, please turn the lights on, please turn the lights on. So at that moment, I felt a little bad. But then it went away because it was a good time.
I also very much like...
There were dogs available for cuddling. Yes.
Well, at that point, Buddy kicked the dog off of him because it freaked him out so bad.
Yep.
Poor Malcolm.
Yeah, poor little doggy. He'll be okay.
Yeah,
he's
fine.
Okay, folks.
He's fine. No, the 2 pups are fine. But apparently, Steph has finally gotten to where she can use the hall bathroom at night again. Because she was having some problems. Because, oh man, that game is so rough. Oh man.
Yeah, it is very good. Is a very good Silent Hill game in microcosm. It has all of the basic elements of a Silent Hill game.
Yep.
And then it has the great story about its inception and then destruction.
Yeah, it was Silent Hills would have been great.
So I mean, the spiritual successor to that is Allison Road, which I haven't looked too far into, but seems to be almost. I mean, started off as basically just a remake.
Right.
For PC, and then spun off into its own like indie horror game. I want it to be good, but I suspect that it might not be. And this is not a personal dig on any of the people that are involved in it. It's just that without knowing any of the context of who's actually making it, I don't have a lot of faith in like capturing like there's like an essence of horror that is not related to violence and jump scares. which is why Dead Space 1 is better than the other ones. Because it has, like, Dead Space 1 is very good, very tense horror game that actually has, like, tension and building up suspense and stuff. But then, yes, it also has just a lot of, like, you know, gross monsters and violence, and here's a bunch of bloody stuff, and, you know, you thought there was a thing in here, but it's not. It's over there, and there's a loud sound. There's that, too. Dead Space 1's pretty good. I like Dead Space 1 a lot. It's basically, it's a really good version of Resident Evil 4.
So you didn't like Dead Space 2 that much?
I liked Dead Space 2 as a game. It was fun to play, but it was a little tiring. It was more set piece based.
Okay.
Which is like a different style of game. Like a very high budget, broad appeal action game, set piece based, where it's like, here's a bunch of cool things individually strung together. So you have like the scene where like you're caught in like a tentacle and you're upside down, and then you have to fight off some things while hanging upside down, and then there's this long cinematic sequence of trying to run away and then pushing the button and like, oh, it didn't work, and then the glass shatters and then the whole thing depressurizes and you're flying out into space. Your suit saves you, but then you just land on the other thing, and then, you know, you get back into control of the character and it says like chapter 7 or whatever, that kind of thing.
Okay, so it's the Saints Row 3 of horror games.
No,
it's the wonderful 101 of horror games.
No, it's just a modern video game. It's just a modern high budget video game. It has.
I'm
like
saying those are games with set
style.
pieces. Or I guess Saints Row 4 was more about the set pieces.
I'd say it's more like Call of Duty's design ethos of set piece based story.
I'm sorry. Could you use a game I've actually played?
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Nope. Try again.
I think you have played that.
I've played Modern Warfare.
Probably. What about Warfare 2? We probably did co-op at some point.
No, we didn't. I've never owned any of those games.
You should really play. Call of Duty 4 is really good.
I watched you play Bad Company. Like that? Does that count?
I don't know if that counts. Bad Company is a weird... This is off topic. I'm talking about PT and why horror games are not usually done well.
Right. PT was terrifying.
It was terrifying, yes. It was a mixture of different things. You can appeal to different base fears in people, and that usually works. But you have to like there has to be like, at least in the things that I like that are horror things that I like, there has to be like an extra level of weirdness to it. Mm-hmm. There has to be some deeper mystery going on, or some sort of so the things that come immediately to mind are like Silent Hill 2, naturally.
Yeah.
There is another level of weird stuff going on with the town that's, you can speculate about. That's not just Silent Hill 1, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6's version of it, which is scary cult does scary things. Yeah.
Silent Hill 3. Oh, they looked like monsters to you? I thought...
That's great.
That's always a great line.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. That she's just been murdering people.
Yeah, but then Silent Hill 4's like the whole thing is just like a serial killer that has to kill people in super specific gross ways. I still like Silent Hill 4 because there is some other weird stuff going on, but like the main premise of that, and it's just like scary cult stuff does scary things. It's like it's more of the Saw level of like a Mad Lib of misery.
Right.
To create a scary situation where you just like have blank pokes blank in the blank and rips out blanks blank and then chokes blank with blank, and then you just kind of like take a bunch of nouns from a hat and then create like a gross scene out of it.
So the reason I don't like Saw, I'm not opposed to horror films.
And when I say I don't like Saw, I mean specifically Saw 3 onward. Saw 1 is actually very good.
So the reason I don't like those movies is because they strike me more as torture porn than anything else.
This is getting to the heart of the argument.
So I like certain horror films. Like Cube is fantastic.
And Cube has on its surface, it seems like a bloody slasher type.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, because it has that extra weird layer to it.
Yep. Also, Alien is a great horror film.
Alien is just a great movie.
It's a great movie, period.
So
but
good.
it is a horror film that I like.
I would say The Shining is
that movie,
the best of horror movies.
That's a good movie, and I saw that movie when I was like 10.
You shouldn't have seen it then. It should not have happened.
I don't.
I
also saw Silence of the Lambs when I was like 8.
Why? Don't do that.
Because my former stepdad's a dick. I don't
know. Silence of the Lambs is really good.
No.
Yeah, no, it really is.
It's a good movie, but no.
It's actually a good book, too. I've read maybe like 3 books in my entire life, and for some reason, that was one of them. It happened accidentally.
How do you accidentally read a book that's hundreds of pages?
Well, I'll tell you a story about stories, actually.
Let's hear. This can be a 50-minute video. Let's hear this.
Yes. Look, it's a tapestry. There's no tangents. It's just a tapestry.
Fair enough.
When I was writing my novel thing that eventually will be out, but don't get stuck on that point.
Okay. I will get stuck on that point.
Yes, that point. Thank you. I wanted to communicate in a way that you would understand.
Yeah, so. I would get it. Yeah, thank you.
Point taken. Okay.
Thronk you, yes.
I wanted to... specifically, it was like I wanted to have a scene that had violence in it. And I did not want to have just a by the number violence.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the old adage is write what you know, and I do not live a violent lifestyle. I'm very blessed in the situation I have, living in America, and there's not like
the parts of America you've lived in, the demographics like, you cater to, yeah.
But yeah, not even just demographics, but more in general. Like there's not like it's not like a constant state of death and war going on outside the window or something.
Oh yeah, there's that too. You don't live in Third Ward,
so there's not like. Yeah, so I don't have like personal experience with misery, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, but congratulations.
Then, yay. Okay, thank you. So I didn't want it to be but I didn't want just like a by the numbers Saw style thing of just like violence. So I was like, well, what are some things that are famously known for like violence and portrayals of violence? And the first thing that came to mind was actually Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, which is the novella that Hellraiser, the movie, is. Okay. It was actually found out that it was actually directed by him too, the movie version.
Really?
So it's also a good exercise in the author that wrote the thing also like did the screenplay and then directed the movie. So trying to see how it translates over. So I was like reading that, and I was just like, "Oh man, I actually made me feel a lot better about my own writing," because I was like, "This is just whatever."
It's just
a bunch of nonsensical, gross crap. Fantastic.
So here's the secret about Clive Barker: he can't actually write.
So that actually made me feel. It was actually encouraging in a way.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, this dude's professional. Like he is known for doing this." And it demystified it. There wasn't like some mystical level that had to be reached before it would be considered like good, because it doesn't have to be, because it's dependent on what the person who's reading it is enjoying it or not. I was like, okay, this is actually encouraging in a backwards way. But going through, I was just like looking on random websites for just like any kind of like ebooks that were just like freely available. I don't actually know if this one was technically freely available in air quotes, but whatever website I happened to be on was just like...
It was there. It was
just like, here's the entirety of Silence of the Lambs. And I was like, all right, I really like Silence of the Lambs. I'm very familiar with the story because I've seen the movie so many times. And so I just read and ended up just kind of sitting there and just reading the whole thing.
Okay.
Which was another interesting exercise in filmmaking versus book writing, because very familiar with the movie, and then reading the book is actually very interesting because it's basically like a screenplay almost. It's very the same.
Oh, it's very close.
Yeah, it's very, very close to the same. So like just going through it, I was like, yeah, this is pretty accurate. This is about the same. So that was an interesting exercise. That's the story about how I accidentally read Silence of the Lambs.
Well, that does make sense, seeing as how, like, if you're reading something for whatever reason and it just really catches your fancy, you can all of a sudden it be 6 a.m. and oh crap, I have to get ready for work now.
So the conclusion I drew about that for my situation, which I was looking for, inspiration for violence of actually, was
great.
I was like, all right, I'll just do it like I do everything else, and like, what things do I like or am I, averse to that I think are like visceral or whatever words you want to apply to it. And basically just concluded that it's super gross, at least to me personally, like bone breaking.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's kind of a thing that gets me in like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Not so much like the more gory stuff that, it's just kind of like, whatever. It really depends. That the level of violence in that sense really depends on the emotional connection to the characters.
Right. If you really like the character and something bad happens, you're like, oh no. But if you don't care about the character and something happens to you, you're like, whatever. Like Luca from Wonderful 101. He could have died and I wouldn't have cared because he's the worst. He's the worst.
Really want to see that child die. Okay.
That's not...
Wait, no, that's not the conclusion you should draw. I do not want to see children. I don't want to see children dead.
That is not the thing to draw from it. The thing to draw from it is Lucas should have been written better if they wanted me to care about him.
So yes, I concluded that having someone kick someone's knees in is a very good way to have a...
So that's where that came from.
Yes. I was like, just like picturing it, I was like, yeah, that seems super painful, but it's not graphic or like it doesn't have a loquaciousness to it.
So I have a fun story about that.
Okay.
Have you
Tell
ever
me about your kicking someone's knees in so that they bend backwards like a digit grade leg.
So
cracking like the sound of sliced celery.
Okay, so this all applies. Have you ever seen the movie Daredevil starring Ben Affleck?
I have not, sorry.
Okay, so there's a scene in that movie. I saw that movie in theaters because I have good friends. So it was me, and I was sitting next to my friends on my right, but to the left of me was a black guy, and in front of me was a really old Asian man. And when I say old, I think he was in his 70s or 80s, but who knows? And there's a scene where Ben Affleck looks like he breaks both of the villain's knees. Like he just slams into both of them and then the guy falls over. All three of us, at the exact same time, with the same inflection, went, damn!
You're saying that this visceral effect of bone breaking is like cross-cultural,
cross-generational,
just cross everything. Like,
because I was
universal appeal.
I was in high school.
Revulsion.
The guy to my left was like, he looked like he was in his 20s or so, and the guy in front of me, as I said, was old, and all of us had the same reaction to it. I was just like, that's not good. That's, and that's all that's not all I remember from the movie, but that's like the most important thing that movie taught me, is that no one likes bones breaking.
All right, then. So hopefully Allison Road will be good.
Hopefully. That'd be real nice if it was, and you would have a good thing.
Yes.
I won't play it.
Yes, I want it to have the horror of mystery and not just, jump scares and stuff. Mm-hmm. Jump scares and, like, gross stuff. Because there is jump scares and gross stuff in PT.
Yeah.
But it seems like it all fits some sort of meta-narrative that's not stated, but you can piece together pretty well.
Yeah.
And also, it's a Silent Hill thing, so...
The bag that talks to you, all that.
That's so good. I never saw the bag before. That was just great.
That was... yeah. Yep. I said, look behind you. Hey, David, why don't you turn around and listen to the radio?
You should listen to the radio. Okay. We're going to stop recording now. So I can turn my heater back on. It's called it here.
All right. Oh, yeah. Give us money, Patreon, if you like us. We'll keep doing this.
Oh, yeah. That thing. Yeah. That'd be nice.
You'll have to listen to the end for that bonus message.
Ooh.